Hello golfers, boy do I got a great tip for you today. How to eliminate the dreaded slice. We know that the slice is probably one of the most common bad shots in golf. So how do we eliminate it? First of all, we have to understand it a little bit. When I teach, I ask most everybody that comes in for a lesson that slices the ball, why do they slice the ball? And the answers vary from, I've got the wrong grip, I've got the wrong swing path, I've got the wrong stance, I've got the wrong ball position. All those sound good. But there's really only one reason that you really slice the ball. And that one reason is because when the club head actually comes in contact with the ball, it's open. So we've got to not have an open club face to stop a slice. Now, many of you out there know that. And you say, even though I know it, I still can't do it. So how do I stop? Well, the one thing that we want to do is we want to understand it. It takes 21 days to move a golf swing. That's the first thing. Well, in that 21 days, what do I work on? What do I do? And then how long do I work on it for? That's the second thing. So what I want to be able to do is I want to show you an exercise that's going to eliminate the slice, explain to you why it's going to eliminate the slice, and as well have you practice this and tell you how to practice it and how much to practice it so that it becomes habit forming in that 21 days. So the first thing is when we come to the ball, we actually make contact, the club face is open. Now, I know many of you out there are saying, well, it's an out-in swing path. Well, what if I did an out-in swing path and the club face was closed? Then I've got a duck hook. So a lot of times when people get ready to hit a shot, they hit a shot, and this person says, I cut across it, that's why I sliced the ball. And the next person says, I came over top of it, that's why I hooked the shot. It's the exact same swing. There's no difference except for the impact of the face. So the impact of the face on the ball. So the face is either open or closed. If the club face is closed at impact, we come right to left, or we pull it left, and we actually hook the shot. If the club face is open, we go left to right, or we push it to the right, and we actually hit the shot to the right. So most of us have a tendency to leave that club face open and hit the shot to the right. So what can I do to eliminate that? Now that I understand exactly why the ball goes to the right and why it goes to the left, I want to be able to get timing so I get that club face closed as I make impact with the ball. But what we're really looking at is we're looking at trying to get this club face to close as it comes through the shot. And many times what we do is, because of instruction, because of people parroting information, is we pull really hard that left side, and that opens the club face. That opening the club face makes us even slice more. So what we have to do is we have to get the toe coming over the heel as we actually swing the club. So here's a quick drill, and if we do this drill 21 straight days in a row, and we do it religiously, 25 reps, 2 sets, we're going to be able to eliminate that slice. So here's the drill. I'm going to take the club and I'm going to hold it straight out here in front of me. Okay? So as I hold it right here, parallel to the ground, I'm going to now bring it straight back, hinge my wrist, and now the club is still parallel to the ground. But instead of the club face being straight up and down, you can see that as I hinge my wrist, the club face is now parallel to the ground. So it's not straight up and down anymore, it's now parallel to the ground. When I swing it back through, of course, I want that club face back to parallel. Or perpendicular to the ground rather. So I've got it straight up and down, perpendicular to the ground. I bring it back parallel to the ground, and when I swing it back through, I want it perpendicular to the ground. But here's how this works. When I take this club in the backswing, I want to make a shoulder turn. When my left hand gets across my right shoulder, I want to stop the club. Now, when I swing through, when this left hand gets in front of the right shoulder, I want to now throw the club. So my thought process is this. Arms, arms, club. So when my left hand gets right in front of that right shoulder, right there in this position, I want to throw the club head past the hands or past the ball. As I throw it, you can see how the toe of the club now is leading through the shot, rather than when we slice the ball, the hands are leading through the shot. See, the club face right now is wide open, so we've got to make sure that when I come through the shot, that I throw the club head past the shot. So the drill looks like this. I'm going to make my shoulder turn stop. When I get left hand in front of the right shoulder, throw the club and allow the right shoulder to pass where the ball would be. So I'm in this position. Now, as I do that, I want to start from the finish of the swing and come all the way back around the beginning of the swing. This is not only just a drill, but this is also an aerobics workout. It'll help you gain club head strength, it'll help you feel the release, and it'll help strengthen the core of your body. So it'll look like this. Now, as I'm swinging this, I'm watching my hands. We have 5 senses, 3 of which we use for the golf shot. We've got our sound, we've got our sight, we've got our feel. As I'm swinging this club, I can hear the power coming in this position, which now I've isolated the power to the ball. The other thing is, visually, I can see how my right arm comes over top of my left. And I can feel that release. And this is what we call that, the release. Many people don't understand when to release. So they release too late and they still slice the ball. The release has to happen before you get to the ball in order to have that toe coming over the heel, coming through the shot to straighten that ball flight out. Some of you out there get a little skeptical and say, well, you know, I really don't want that out-to-in swing path, and that out-to-in swing path causes a slice. The out-to-in swing path causes you to start the ball to the left. So what I want to do now is I want to give you a little drill to help stop the out-to-in swing path so we get more of an in-to-out swing path. So when we take a look at this motion that I'm making right here, and I come back to here, watch what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go right down into my posture. So this is the exact motion that I'm making, just on a different plane as I would my normal swing. So when I'm in this position and I throw it through, and when that left hand comes across my right shoulder, I let that release. It would be the same thing as if I brought it down in this position. Okay? This is my lag position, and at this point I want to throw the club past the hands. I want to get that club head throwing past the hands. That's going to give me the power as well as the direction that I deserve in the shot. Now, to keep me from swinging out to in, how does this help as well? Kind of watch what I'm going to do this time. When I do this swing, see how I kind of swung up a little bit? So I'm now swinging up. This is a whole separate drill. The first one was swinging parallel, just working on the hands. And that's what I wanted to feel, that's what I wanted to see, that's what I wanted to hear, is that power right there. This time, though, I'm going to swing at a little bit of an angle. Now, why separate them? I want to separate them because I want to make sure that I understand mentally and physically what I'm working on. When I swing out to in, what happens is the club comes outside the line to inside the line, which causes me to either slice or pull. When I swing in to out, the flight pattern I can get there is the draw, or the push, or the straight ball. So I want to swing in to out. When I come back and through, I swing in to out. And I'm going to kind of take it straight back and swing in to out, and then take it straight back, swing out to in. So you see the out to in is more of a chopping motion. If I take this club and I hold it on the horizontal or parallel to the ground, and I chop, you see how I kind of came down? And that's the way a lot of you right now, when you start this practice swing, you'll start swinging. You'll take it, instead of swinging parallel to the ground, you'll start chopping it, especially when you get tired. And what I want to do is I want to try to swing it a little bit of an incline. So you get in that position. Now that position, as I swing this and take it down, you start to see I'm swinging up, I'm swinging out, swinging out, swinging up. Up or out, into out, it's the same thing. Now, why do I want to separate these two drills? Again, so that I can feel them, so that I can grow with them, and so that I can get strength with them. First drill, right here. Letting the club throw past the hands. That drill I want to do 2 sets, 25 reps. And I want to do that 21 straight days in a row. When I go to the golf course to warm up before I actually hit shots, I can do that drill. When I'm actually on the golf course, I'm getting ready to drive, I can do that drill. Second drill, I want to start doing the same motion, but I'm feeling it differently now. I'm swinging up. And the reason I'm swinging up is to eliminate the out-to-in swing path. I can swing as fast as I wish or as slow as I wish. And I'm trying to just feel that toe come over the heel. So what we're doing is we're learning to control the face of the club as well as we're learning to control the path of the swing. So we're now working on an in-out swing path with a great release. Put those two together and what you get is a beautiful draw, right to left. Come back next week, we'll have some more tips, and I sure appreciate you watching today. Thank you.